So let's this is 3-day scale. 1 inch is midway from its peak in the bottom. This is the interim. Yesterday I updated on the interim resistance level, so you would have that updated information. Even the support levels were updated. Some cases. This is Aave. Look at this one. I just saw this. Yeah. Okay. It reacted near R11, which is obvious. See, this is until it comes to this level. These are all interim levels, interim resistance. Okay. Those are not important. What is important is how good the progress is. Right. So we'll stick to that theme, and we'll talk about next resistance, of course, when it breaks above their all-time high. But yeah, all this interim resistance are shared with you. This is a nice shape now. It clearly shows this is a retest and then a consolidation, and then it will prepare for the upside move. ADA has made new all-time high for a brief moment, which is fine. Why these objects are loading with some delay? For some reason, there is some kind of a lag. Uh, Drawings are not loading up. Now you come. So there is a major delay. Anyways, it reacted near R15. It didn't quite touch it. Anyways, nothing major. So yeah, I'll give you R16 soon once it breaks above. This is looking awesome. So in last week, if you remember, I had mentioned last week, in fact, that when it was moving slow, I said this could speed up, right? And that's what happened. Now Algo woke up, so I would say the same with Algo. Now Algo was sluggish. Now you see the difference. It is likely to continue and touch R7. So Algo has momentum for last 3 days. Atom also, I would say the same, especially today, making a big move. You see the acceleration here. So this is the destiny around 28. The drawings are loading up slowly. R6 is the destiny. Look at AVAX. So this coin was added yesterday. It hit the interim resistance. Now it is looking for the all-time high. So AVAX was part of the active coin list earlier, and when we had too many coins, then by looking at its performance, I had to add it. It kind of forced me, and it makes sense now, right? So don't expect it to break above this in one blow. If it does, then probably I'll be in shock, and and yeah, I mean, I'll be speechless if it can. So expects a reaction and some time before it look for R12, which I'll share. No need to go for R12 right now. I think it has to break above R11 before it goes for R12. So expect some reaction here, okay? Look at the performance. It's one of the craziest one. Awesome. Now, let me highlight. Band was silent, and I'm expecting Band to make a move in coming days, right? So you should I mean, we should see it speeding up towards 11.65 and R6 later. So band is charging up. BNB has been silent and it is likely to charge up as well. Like what I said 2 weeks ago for ADA, I'm saying the same for BNB now. Okay. BZRX, nice. I mean, not bad. Now again, same thing. You can expect it to hit the next resistance 0.53. As one of the members said today morning before the call, that it's confusing sometimes because there's so many good coins and so many coins making moves. So now you have a different problem now, you know, which one to choose, because any coin that you choose, what if it doesn't go up right away? Now I think the mentality, again, you have to be very careful that you don't FOMO, because now, earlier there was fear that, hey, what if my coin goes down, what if my goes down? Now you will have different problem. Okay, unless you understand the game, your problem will be why my coin is not going up, because you will be expecting your coin to go up every day or every other day, and which is not going to happen. So I hope everybody at least has that understanding that your coins is not going to be on top of the list every other day. So got to be patient. So this is a different problem. You would notice that Atom was nowhere making move, Algo was nowhere, but now they are. So any coin which was making move might not might go silent, and other coin which were not making move might start moving up. It's like, because you cannot expect any coin to continue moving up every other day. It's unreal. And that's the point I was making about understanding the game, that and every other day you cannot change your coin. It doesn't make sense either. So maybe the way I would, every week you have a call, you get to know what I'm saying here. If you want to reshuffle your portfolio based on what I say, you may. So you can have a flavor where coin which are about to make move and which coin. So those who are inexperienced would try to take Atom, AVAX, and all that is moving up, and then after 2 days when they're out of steam, and then other coins will move up, they'll go after that. That's how they lose money. Smart in traders would make a balance, say, okay, what is not moving? Let me get in from the active list, and maybe a couple of coins which are moving. So it's a combination. It's not that you sort by percentage and let me see what are the highest moving coin and that's my coin. That's not how you choose. Otherwise you will keep chasing coin every other day, and you will end up um, with surprises and FOMO, because maybe you're too late. Maybe you enter in Atom, and from tomorrow onwards it slows down, and then spends a week doing nothing, and then you say, oh, why I bought it. Then some other coin that you drop might doing well. So for example, Doge is not moving hypothetically, and you drop because you're frustrated. Doge is not moving, you're frustrated. But as soon as you leave it, it starts moving up, and then you curse yourself, say, oh, coin move only when I leave. No, the coin doesn't do that. You leave left early. That's the point. So you have to have coin which are about to break out. Okay, and you could have a couple of coins which are making move. That's the right way, in my opinion. CELR, those who are in last call, remember I said CELR was making a big move when we were having a call. During the call itself, it was like 13 move up by 13% where other coins were not. And I said, don't go after CELR because it's making move. Just because making move, uh, you might be late. Maybe if you are holding, it's fine, but you're not supposed to chase coins. And let's say if anyone had bought it last week during, so I'm talking about the same during the session, Saturday session, it was really looking good. And I said, this is too late. You can have it, but don't expect it will continue moving up. And this is what you see. It's not that I knew that, but it happened. Now, anyone who bought on Saturday, last Saturday, got nothing because it's flat. That's the exact point I was trying to make earlier. That today you, let's say, get AVAX, but it is near the, so you get excited that AVAX is, now it's too late. Okay, next opportunity is going to be above all-time high, not here. So don't look for percentage, look for where it stands. If it is close to resistance, that's not your coin. If you are buying new, okay, it's up to you. So this is looking amazing, but you will see what happens when it reaches here. So don't go by percentage. Always go how far it is from the resistance, especially in this kind of market. So Doge, see, this is consolidation. So the smart trader would set an alert here, right? And then prepare to jump in, not assuming it is going to make a move, but an alert here. You put an alert here, right? And then when you get an alert, then you decide what to do. Similarly, now this week, it's totally different. You put an alert here on CELR where it got rejected. You see, it's very easy. Rejection, 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 right? Approximately, you put an alert here. And that's where you decide. If you have cash or you want to change, you can decide. Very simple method. Dot is in on move, nice. So you can expect it to react near the resistance. Next resistance. There's some delay in loading these objects, drawing objects. I don't know why. Maybe some lag from TradingView. AGLD, you can expect it to, move in this May. Yes, and so next is this very simple pattern here. Ethereum is taking time. You see, this is under consolidation. The whole now this is near breakout. When it breaks above it, you can expect it to touch this 3900. Very simple. So this is a consolidation phase. I have taken this crazy coin. There's nothing more to add. This is a very volatile coin, a crazy coin. I usually don't do it, but I ended up doing it. Looking at the initial structure, it went up nicely earlier, but it came down also heavily. So this is the only coin which I think is not so good in our list. Kind of crazy category. I usually don't keep crazy coin in active list because active list is all about consistent. I mean, it should provide you decent gain without bigger trouble. So volatile coin, if it is too volatile, I'd try to keep it away because they are not healthy. But yeah, some features I may add as an ad hoc one-off, but not in active list. So the file is, this is very positive consolidation. You see, it can break above anytime soon. So you likely to be a big move for 87 now. Keep an eye. FTM is speeding up. We can expect it to continue doing this. Yeah, and looking good. GRT is much better. It spent some time, you see here, a few days, and now it's heading up. Today is down by 2%, not a big deal. I was praising HNT for its ability to retain its value, and now you see it's charging up, made new all-time high for a brief moment like ADA. But this is progress. Again, I think it reacted near the resistance. This is a resistance. 26.4 is a resistance, so I think it makes sense. Around 26, it reacted. I'll give you the next resistance level for it, and if not provided yet. Oh, I have it, R5, so we are good. So this is just a reaction, so you're supposed to wait for it to break above the recent high and then expect it to touch R5. One of the members were looking for scalping and all. We are doing very differently. You have to understand and little adapt. Don't expect like a signal channel. This is little different. So you have to look for the resistance. If you haven't read my approach B, I would insist you to read. Your scalping can be in line with the resistance. When the resistance is broken above, I don't use the scalping. I hate scalping term, but I'm using it because you name it. I don't like it. It should be planned. You know exactly where you're supposed to enter. It's like when I hear scalping, it's more like scavenging something like I don't know, but it's like I personally don't take it personally, please. I personally don't like scalping word. I don't know why. I feel as if like there's a situation you're just it dropped and then you just take an advantage, and it's not like that. I mean, you should wait for, maybe I'm too, or maybe I'm oversensitive about this term, but I don't know, somehow I don't like this term. Anyways, I won't stress. A point is, if you want to take an opportunity, you look for resistance. When a coin breaks above resistance, you get in. When coin is near resistance, you avoid it. As simple as that. And there are 40-50 coins. There are many coins which are almost there. They have hit the resistance or near resistance. Set an alert. You see my alert is set. Now we have a feature where you will get an alert under the resistance alert channel. So when the resistance is hit, you would know it has hit. So you can put your own alert and say when it breaks above, because when it hits, it could retrace and consolidate. What you're supposed to do in this example, that you are supposed to set an alert just above the resistance. So when you're alerted, you would know that it is now going for the higher level, and then you can plan your trade. Okay, if that's what you mean by scalping. And similarly, I am okay. So another thing is, I don't like to buy the dip. Only on a rare occasion where when BTC was 29K, 30K, I mentioned that this is likely to bottom and this is an opportunity because the risk is very low. So even it goes below 29K, the risk is low because you can get out, right? Without much, without deeper stop loss. Your stop loss could be shallow and then the risk is lower from. So that's the only time where I said you bottom fish. So bottom fish is not so recommended in my approach. I like to take a trade when it is rise because you want to bet on a winning horse, not which is falling. Buying cheaper is not always, should not be the goal. I think I prefer the coin which has momentum than which is going down. Or so people put weightage more on the price. I put weightage on the momentum. So let me give you an analogy. See, the goal is to climb 10 floors. Think about a huge building, tall building. Think the goal is about to climb 10 floors, means terms of percentage, let's say. So 10 floors is just an example. So 10 floors can be from 100th floor, 110 floor is also 10 floor. And 10 floor journey or move could be from 50th floor to 60th floor. So the relative distance could 50 to 60 and 100 to 110 is the same. So if your 50 is your price, like floor as an example, it's not important whether the price is not at all important. The potential is important. Potential, how high it may go is more important. So if many people don't buy Bitcoin, I heard this from my friends and I feel you're silly. They don't buy Bitcoin, for example, because it's expensive. I said, what are you talking about? I mean, how price can decide the potential? I said it is pricey because it had potential. Think about it. Cheaper is not because something cheaper is not. I mean, he was taking some other coin. I said, why? Why not Ethereum? Why not some other ADA? Some not ADA, but some other coin. Um, he was taking very like utility coin, something because it was cheaper. The mentality was, let me buy very cheap and all. I said, look for the potential. So I give this example that you have to think from a percentage gain point of view. The cheaper coin doesn't mean that it will give you a gain. For example, there were so many coins from 2017 bull run. They are not even close to the all-time high, right? They are cheaper, but are they even above all-time high? No, answer is no. Where is Bitcoin? It's above all-time high. So to me, the progress is more important, not the price. The momentum is more important. Price action is more important, not the price. So that's my take. I mean, this, of course, it's my opinion, but I want to share that this is totally different approach. Sometime I feel. So don't focus too much on cheaper coin in terms of price. Look for a coin which has a momentum. Look for a coin which is breaking above resistance. So try to buy, if you want to buy, which is breaking above resistance. Try to buy which has a momentum. Don't try to buy which is falling or which is very cheap in price. They're cheap because they're cheap sometimes. Anyway, so it's up to you. So ICP under consolidation, and just why? See, this is the reason why, because it hit the R1, and then retraced. Now it is climbing up. It could R1, it could come back to R1. So now if I want to buy ICP, this is not where I buy. I buy above R1. This is counterintuitive to many. For them, buying here is cheaper. Buying here is expensive. But for me, this is not about buying cheaper or or expensive. For me, the aim is to get this 28%, which is from R1 to R2. And when you buy from here, the probability of getting R2 in terms of time is smaller, means faster. It moves faster compared to this one. So you might buy here your money. You so to money. I don't believe in locking money. I don't believe that your money should be locked. So you might buy cheaper, but your money is locked. You're not looking for that point. And for me, I should be able to rotate my money. So anything that breaks above, I know the probability of moving it faster because it has broken above resistance. So I may be buying expensive, but time to get this R2 is shorter. So I will reach to R2 in a short time. I'll book my profit, 28%, whatever is the percent in this example. I'll get that profit and I'll move into some other coin. So my focus is time. My focus is not prime. My focus, sorry, price. Not focus is not price, but the time. I want to see which can get me to the next resistance faster. And if you get into coin with a momentum, if you get into coin which is above the resistance, you will have that um, you will have that achievement or kind of goal. If you think that I want to buy this because it's cheaper, you will have to wait. And when you have to wait, you're not earning money. Your money is dead. Your money is flat. It's not growing. And where I buy here, my money is growing. I hope it, I mean, again, this is my style. And I have not heard many people saying this kind of a thing. So that's why I don't try to push, but try to explain, especially the person who actually asks is a new joiner, and probably this is overwhelming for him. But it happens when something new you come to know. Your brain is wired for something you always been taught by many people, and here you are listening, hearing something totally different. So it may take time, but let me tell you, my technique has worked for me, and you may try. If it works, maybe you will enjoy it. So focus on buying above resistance, focus on buying on the rise rather than buying on the dip. IOTA, right? IOTA, this is also under consolidation. You can expect it to hit this one. GAWA has hit the resistance, right? It's near all-time high. So you see this little pushback here. This is what going to happen with AVAX, okay? Or it may start, you will start feeling it starting now. So because it's near resistance, it's like a rough road starts, and then so this is a natural reaction. It hits the R6 very close, and it could spend some time. If it has enough energy, it may not spend a lot of time. Point is, how much time it spends is nobody's hand. What is important, it's going to react. Means it's not going to just ignore it. It may pause. So it may pause, it may stop for a while, it may retrace a bit, it may move sideways. But point is, it is usually doesn't ignore. Okay, that's the typical behavior. So now Ikawa looks awesome, right? 8% up. Will I buy? I will not buy. Why? It hits R6. When I'll buy above R6. R6 above R6 is a little expensive, but that's all right. I have my cash. I want to use somewhere else because I know it has hit the R6. People do not have this information accurately. That's why they buy the dip. That's why they think that the cheaper is better. They don't know R6 is there. That's why. So 8% is not important here. Even if I have money, I will not put into Kawa. Why? It has hit the resistance. So that's my live example. I would rather put money in this coin, which is -1. It's not that I'm favoring KCS, but I'm just extending my example because sometimes a live example makes sense. Why I'll put money in this one, not in Kawa, which is 8%, because Kawa has broken above this resistance, which was actually stopping this for last 4 5 days or maybe a week, more than a week. Now in last 3 days, it made a move like this, and now it's heading up. So you see, I have a distance. This is my destiny. Of course, interim destiny, not the ultimate. So if I have money, I would rather put in this coin, not in Kawa. This is how I see. This is how I select coin. So this is totally different channel or a method compared to anyone else. I'm not sure. Maybe they are, but this is different. So maybe it will take a while for you to rewire. But once you get the gist of it, you'll enjoy it. You will not waste your time. Okay, so KSM is heading for this resistance now, making progress. Link, you see link. Link is this. So once it breaks above, you will expect it to hit the resistance. So from this level to this level will be the next hop. LTC is also charging up slowly. So once it breaks above this congestion, right? This is a resistance zone, then you can expect it to hit. So when is the right time to buy LTC? The answer is simple, about 189K, because this was a point of rejection, right? 180, 190 maybe, yeah, little more room. And then you can say, okay, this is my next resistance. So goal is to get this distance. You know, the building example, the goal is to climb 20 floors, 25 floors, whatever, 10 floors, whatever. That is your goal. The start can be 100th floor or 50th floor or 10th floor. It doesn't matter. The distance is important. Your when you trade, you're looking for percentage. You forget about price. As a trader, your goal is not, you're not supposed to look at the price. You look at the resistance, you look at this condition, and then you look for the distance. This is what you look as a trader. Price is not important. The coin can be at, Bitcoin today is at 40K or 50K. Tomorrow it can be 100K. It could be at 500K. It doesn't mean you don't buy it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's expensive. That's not how trade happens, because it's about relative distance from your entry point always. Even if Bitcoin goes to 1 million, I will trade Bitcoin. So 1 million is not important. Will I get 20% of my trade if that is my target? Yeah, then I'll buy. So whether it's a $1 or 1 million, it doesn't make any difference to me. My goal is to get 20% from my trade. It doesn't matter. Price doesn't matter. It never matters. So that's my point of view. Oopsie. Okay. Mana has charged up. It's looking for the next level. I see the momentum in Mana. So, oh, it has hit this resistance. See, wow, it loaded up just now. So you see the reaction. See, it did well, but it reacted. Another example. This is looking good, but will I buy if I have money? No. When I'll buy? When it breaks above this. That's the answer. You will not buy now because it might spend some time. It might spend 2 3 days looking amazing, but people don't know that this is a resistance. That's why they buy, and then 2 3 days nothing, they get frustrated. You know, so if I have money, I will not buy here. Though it's up by 7%, I'll buy above. Another example, so many examples we got. Anyways, Matic is on move, nice 5% up. Now it's looking for this level, right? Nice breakout as expected. MKR is also making move out of after consolidation, few days of consolidation, nice looking, heading for the interim resistance. NKN, I see some momentum today. So you can expect it to retest this level. This was the interim resistance and it retraced, right? So another example, if this is your target, if you have bought, you book your profit, you forget about the coin. When it goes down, now this is cheaper. Will you buy? I will not buy. I'll buy here. But I may buy if the distance is good enough. So if the momentum in this example, I'll buy. Why? Because distance is good enough, like 20 plus percent. So distance is good enough, so I can still buy because now it's going up. You see, but if the coin is near the resistance, will I buy? No, no matter what. I'll wait for it to break above, then I'll buy. You see the difference? So this is on move and the distance is good enough, like 20 plus, which is not bad at all. So this is a buy candidate. So I'm giving you formula. So you can do it, you can do it for yourself. I'm giving you master key kind of. So you have all this 40-50 coin with the resistance. What you have to just see is momentum is very easy, and then the distance very easy, how far they are. If it's close, don't buy. If it is above, buy. If there's a good distance and a momentum, buy. I'm giving you method, rather than a signal. So probably what I'm trying here is far more superior. And of course, this weekly call, you get to know more, right? Now this is making progress. So now if you want to take this coin, for example, RLC, you have to just simply measure, say, okay, now it's 18%, 17%. Does it make sense? Okay. If it makes sense, go for it. That's how you do. If it is 10%, it's too close. I don't want to buy. Okay, skip it. So SKL, the next resistance is this. This is under consolidation. It can shoot up anytime soon. This is consolidation. And also this trend line shows that. So it could make a big move anytime soon. Today, tomorrow, we can't say. So, but it's preparing for a big move. SOL. So SOL is down by 4.5%. Don't be surprised because this is like very close by R13, R14. So this is a big resistance zone, right? So don't be surprised. So this was a star, but even the star coin slows down. And this is what you are seeing now. So the same question, will I buy? If you ask me, will I buy? Of course not. When will I buy? About R14. If you're holding, then it's all right. See, don't misinterpret. I'm talking about you have a new fresh cash. If you have cash and you want to buy, I'm talking about that. I'm not talking about that who already have. I'm not saying this is going down or so, or this is bad because it's down by 4% or it's close to the resistance. So I'm saying if you have cash and you want to buy, will you buy? No, unless you want 10%, then sorry. The better level is above R14, which seems counterintuitive. But another example, SRM. Today, little bit of slowdown, but it's making move. So it has broken about the resistance now, heading for the R7. Sushi has hit the interim resistance. Another example, right? So once it breaks above, you can look for a higher level. Today it's not loading up. Drawings are not loading up. So this reaction is not just random. Anyway, we'll move on. This is taking time. Yeah, here you go. Yeah, so once this breaks above, you can expect it to go for the next level, which is 20.71. So TEL is consolidating and now climbing up. You see, now this is a coin which could make a big move and go for this level. Why? Because you see it is moving up, and now you see that it has left these lows, made higher lows, right? So this is kind of a breakout level. So you can expect it to break above. Theta is something similar, moving sideways for now. So right now, even it's up by 2%, it is still under this shadow of prior candles. Engulfed. Uni is something similar in terms of shape, pattern. It is under this consolidation phase. So once it breaks above this, then you can expect. So if you like uni, fine. But if as far as trade is concerned, it has to have a higher high, little higher level, because you don't want to waste time. I mean, that's my preference. If I buy, I would rather buy above resistance for that reason. This is also under consolidation. You see, once it breaks above this, then should start moving up. Looks good. So VRA has a momentum now. Now this is a good candidate, and a distance, but you will get good distance as well. This is how you do. It has a nice wave, clean, nice wave, 15% up, and a good distance before the next resistance. That's the formula I'm talking about. Waves under consolidation at this moment. WRX is preparing. It can shoot up anytime, remember. So maybe you set an alert here. As soon as you're alerted, decide what to do, but then you can expect it to continue moving on the upside. Zen is similar thing. Now you see, the more you will observe and more you attend this call, and maybe with this example, you will start learning this method. You see the momentum now, and you have to be on 3-day, right? Even 1 day is very noisy for us. I prefer 3-day scale. Anything below one day is not suitable at all. You see, now you'll remember next time we'll see that Zen would have gone up somewhere here, right? Point is, this is where you take opportunity just about this. But another method is, if you have $1,000, you can always start small. Let's say if you have $1,000 for Zen example, put $200, then put $500 here, right? Higher, and then remaining $300 over here and book profit. Whether you buy in 2 parts or 3 parts, whenever you buy for the first time, never put 100%. This is explained under approach B. Never put 100% of your planned money, okay? Because you don't know, because you don't want to get stuck. That's one of the mistakes people do. So Zilliqa is also looking good, and you will expect a move on the upside. So you may have a small start. Again, the same example. Whatever money you have, you can start with 30% or 50%. Never put 100%. The first one should be lesser than 50%. and then you ramp up. Very, very different method. Anyway, so I think that ends this session. We have gone through all the coins pretty much in detail with a lot of examples, and also different trading strategies we touch based. I hope you'll find it helpful some ways. Okay.